If you're a woman, this may be the roughest part or roughest time of your life. Is it menopause or is it something else? If you're interested, stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jemecia Capri, the nurse practitioner extraordinaire. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I am a full-time family nurse practitioner in primary care, and I'm also an associate professor online. And in these videos, I normally like to talk about nursing students, health, women's health, and today we are going to be talking about menopause. Yes, signs and symptoms that you may be in menopause and don't even know it. You may be feeling really weird, really out of character, out of yourself, and you may be wondering, are you in menopause? So today we are going to discuss that in this video. So what is menopause? Really, ladies, menopause is really, it's several things, but menopause itself is one point in time. And that really is when your menstruation cycle, your period, has stopped coming for a period of 12 months. No period at all in sight for 12 months. It has to be 12 consecutive months, okay? So you may be experiencing crazy symptoms, but that period is called perimenopause. That's the period leading up to menopause. So a lot of women just say, I'm in menopause. So there's three phases. So there's the perimenopausal phase, there's the actual menopausal phase, and then the postmenopausal phase. The longest periods of time are the perimenopausal and the postmenopausal. Menopause only, like I said, happens in one moment in time. And that's when your periods stop completely. The ovaries just decide to stop producing any more hormones, no more ovulation, no more chance of getting pregnant, okay? So here are some signs that you may be into in perimenopause, which is leading up to menopause. Now, every woman is not going to be the same. And at the end of this video, there are going to be a couple of questions that I'm going to ask you to ask yourself to really figure out if you are in menopause or have reached menopause, okay? So there's a lot of symptoms. Oftentimes we will hear all of these symptoms, and some of these symptoms you might not hear at all. But I'm gonna go over them because a lot of times people just feel, women just feel crazy going through menopause and having these symptoms. And we don't want to discuss it with anybody because whatever reason, but we don't want to discuss it. So, you know, I'm gonna do a series on menopause, but this is just a video, just to kind of, you know, guide you guys, just to let you know if you are in perimenopause, okay? Which again is the period leading up to menopause. So the first thing you may notice is that your periods start to change. Your period cycle changes. You're either getting heavier periods than you got before, or you're noticing that you're actually having more periods, or you're bleeding more closer together. You're not in that 28-day cycle anymore. You may be having a period every couple weeks, or the opposite end is that your periods have gotten lighter, you're just spotting, you're not having a period for your normal 7 days or your normal 4 days, you're only having bleeding for 2 days. So that's normally the first thing that you will notice. Then you might notice hot flashes where your body is getting really hot. You may have some night sweats that come along with that. It feels like you're heated from head to toe or from your feet all the way up. You might feel that. Some ladies feel that, some don't, okay? You may get some type of hair loss or hair thinning, which is horrible. We all hate that. You may notice that. You may also notice some aches, some pains that you don't even connect to menopause. You may notice insomnia, trouble sleeping. You may be crying all the time and you don't know why. You may be forgetful. You might have brain fog. All of that is related to menopause. And a lot of us don't think about that because we don't really associate estrogen and progesterone levels with those things, but it's all related to our hormones. You may also experience like mood swings, anxiety, and even if you had PMS, you will notice that your PMS has gotten worse. You may have anxiety and you never had that before. You may be experiencing depression and you never had that before, and you just can't figure it out. A lot of times women come to me telling me they're having symptoms of not being able to get their words fully out. They're thinking it, but they can't get it out. And that is also associated with menopause. You may, I'm looking down, let me see, I wrote some things down. You may, oh yeah, here's some other things that you may experience. You may experience low libido because your testosterone levels are just shrinking a little bit at a time. It's a micro amount, but it does decrease. Also, you may have vaginal symptoms, some vaginal dryness, painful sex. You may be experiencing some tears in your vagina. Also, I don't want to forget this symptom. This is a big symptom that women really kind of ignore, and that is bladder issues. You know, possibly peeing on yourself, some incontinence, noticing more leakage when you sneeze or cough or laugh. Those are also related to estrogen decline. So again, don't just, you know, push it to the side, because this really could be helped if you talk to your provider. So that's another symptom, and a lot of women don't associate that with menopause, perimenopause. Okay, so yeah, things like that are very, very uncomfortable. It's hard to talk about, but all of those are symptoms of menopause. So if you're experiencing any of that, I do suggest that you talk to your provider. So here's the thing that you really want to ask yourself. A couple questions, just to kind of, you know where you are. So the first thing I would ask you is, what is your age? Are you between the age of 45 and 55? So that may be a sign you're in menopause. Are you experiencing any of those symptoms? Okay. And if you say yes to any of those things, I do suggest that you talk to your provider about your symptoms, because the longer you wait, the more complications you're going to have. And I will discuss that in the series that I'm going to talk about as far as menopause. Okay. Also, I think I did talk about sleep disturbance. That's a big one also. So if that is the case and you may be experiencing that, then I would talk to my provider. Okay. Another thing, if you don't notice any changes in your period at all, but you are experiencing those symptoms, still talk to your provider about it. Now, could it be menopause? Very well could be, because some women have normal cycles all the way up till they just stop, but they also have all those other symptoms. So don't just hang on that. Another thing, don't hang on, is the age, because you may be in your 30s and experiencing all of these things. The question to ask would be, do you have a family history of early menopause? Okay, so what I don't want is, I don't want you to feel like you have to go through these symptoms, okay? Because they are clearly treatable, easily treatable. Talk to your healthcare provider. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload videos every Saturday. I know you're laughing like, really, Jay, every Saturday? Well, I have been a little bit, you know, behind, but I'm getting back on track. So thank you so much for sticking in there with me. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you look for the rest of my videos that I will be making on menopause, perimenopause, and postmenopause. Anyway, take care, guys. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.